Hi,
Oh, hi.
it's Paul.
I'm Tim.
Doing a thing.
We are.
We're doing new music, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah, no, this is just like that Queen song we did. This just feels so bizarre.
We're doing new Beatles.
We never thought this would happen. Ever.
Ever. And without technology, it wouldn't have. So, I don't know. Do you know about this?
I don't know too much about this. Did this have a rights issue as well? Did
No.
Yoko own part of it?
No,
or?
she was fine with it. She actually gave it up. She actually gave it up freely. The
That's
problem
what I had
was,
heard. But I don't know. They needed to go through.
No, the problem was
What
they
was it?
could not get. They could not separate his vocals from the background, and it was done basically like a shoebox recorder. So the quality of the recording was pretty bad.
Okay.
And 80s and 90s, they just didn't have the tech to be able to separate that. So much that they've actually tried to do this song before. Like the guitars were George Harrison from like the session they did in the 90s to try to do this. So like they've tried this song before.
Okay.
But in the age of AI, they actually wrote a program that was able to actually remove the vocals from the track.
That's wild.
And then they were able to put down new guitars, backing vocals, all that kind of stuff to actually create a new Beatles song with everyone on it. So like when you say it's a Beatles song, it's not Ringo and Paul and then little bits of John sprinkled in with like nowhere to be seen on George. Like, no, this is everybody.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, it's really
using our
neat.
technology for good for once.
Yes.
All right.
AI is not going to destroy us all.
I mean,
Probably
at
still
least
will, but like,
if it does, at least it gave us some Beatles before then, right?
so apparently this is the last Beatles song.
This is it, huh?
Yes.
It's gonna be after this. It's over though.
I mean, Paul's still putting music out.
But that's not the Beatles, really.
True.
This is it, Paul. You gonna get emotional?
Till they use AI and pull like 18 other tracks.
But then they'll say that's the last, and we'll be emotional all over again.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the Beatles. The Beatles is a band I didn't think we'd ever get on here outside of maybe like a cool live performance. Because you and I both know so much of the Beatles.
Yes.
It's just impossible.
Pretty much.
So I never thought the Beatles would get on here. So I'm
Yep.
pretty excited. I saw this and I was just pumped. And I went to add this to our watch later so we could do this, and it was already there. So I was like, oh, good, he knows.
Yeah. But yeah, like on TikTok, they did parts of this this documentary. And there's like a 12 to 15 minute video that basically explains the process and all this kind of stuff.
pretty cool.
So I definitely want to watch that later.
Okay.
But I wanted to watch this first.
Sure. Let's get to the song.
All right. This
Now
is
and
Now
Then.
and Then.
All right, here we go.
Cassette.
I know it's true. It's all
I love that they filmed some of this from the 90s.
and if I make it through, it's all because of you. And now and then, if we must start again, well, we will know for sure that I will love you
It's a good song.
now and then. I miss you. Oh, now and then.
It's beautiful.
I'm like waiting for a spot to pause it. Oh, man.
Oh, that.
That's cool.
Okay,
That's cool.
that actually kind of hurts.
In a good way. It's a good hurt.
It's hard to not get emotional about this.
It's more of an emotional song than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I guess with that title, I should have been mentally prepared for it.
I was not expecting them to pull
them in.
and play with the thing. That hurts.
It's
hurts
so cool though.
But yeah, so you can hear like 2023 Ringo and Paul in this, and like you can really hear that. It's really cool how crisp John's voice sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And like the music behind it, everything really, it feels very much like a Beatles song.
It does.
That's the one thing I do love. Well, as much as I loved hearing the new Queen song, it didn't fit.
It was a good Queen song. It was probably actually a B-side. There's a reason they weren't probably using it. Mm-hmm. So,
Whereas this
there's
was
nothing wrong with that.
This is they broke up and this is something they wanted to do, and they were back then. I guess they just weren't talking.
Right.
So this was something that was written that feels like it was meant to be performed, and
it's such a somber tune.
It is.
It is. It's good. I just, man, with the Beatles, you don't know if you're getting sad or if you're getting, something different, something light and happy.
Yeah.
But it seems like we're
not sure if you get twist and shout or my guitar gently weeps.
Yeah.
Like it could, or yesterday, like you could be getting anything. And this is a little bit more on the somber side, but it's still beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
I love the accompaniment. But this video is really like jerking at the heartstrings. Because like I forgot what like George looked like, because like I haven't remembered him since like the 80s.
Oh really? Okay, the 80s.
When was Got My Mind Set on You?
Oh boy, I don't know.
It was like,
it would have been around
like 87.
Yeah.
So like that's my like last like visual that I can really like vividly remember of him. I don't know. He just kind of fell off.
He was around.
I don't know, he was around, but as far as like my mental,
I definitely saw later performances of him live,
okay,
on YouTube or somewhere. I've seen. So maybe we'll hunt that down. Get you some George Harrison. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, like Ringo, like he's always been around. He's just never like left the public eye.
Yeah.
And Paul's been putting out music, and some of it is really good. I like some of his new music. Okay. Or his newer music.
We could definitely do that. Let us know some of that stuff to listen to.
Yeah.
From Paul McCartney. Because I don't keep up with his new stuff.
Okay.
So that would be something at least you could do as a pick.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
All right, so let's go.
Let's see more.
Let's get destroyed.
More AI Beatles.
It's all because of you. And if you go away, I know you'll never
Why does this song have like better production value than like some movies?
That's the Beatles.
Like their eyes are lining up. Like
it's real good.
Yeah. Oh,
that's cool.
I wonder if Paul Ringo cried watching this video back.
Absolutely. They had to have. Double Ringo. Oh, that's cool. looks.
Yeah.
You line them all up like this.
Shay Satan was like their last one, right? I think Shay was their last one?
Kind of not 100% on that. Yeah, that's a real young one.
Mm-hmm. Whew.
I assume we're gonna get a lot of credits.
Nope. I'm just gonna fade out.
Okay.
This is a beautiful song.
It was a nice song.
Yeah. Like that might be on the playlist.
Oh, for sure it's on a playlist.
That's
a good tune.
Yeah, it's a good tune. The video is like
Difficult
to watch.
It was good. And
it was beautifully.
That's
it's
why
beautifully
it's difficult.
done. Like it. Like this is such a beautifully done video. This is as much a love letter to Beatles fans as you could possibly get.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's rough. It's definitely rough.
It is.
Like I wasn't alive to really see the impact of his assassination.
Right.
But like when George Harrison died, like that was like, I was like, wow, that hurts.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
And like when these two eventually pass, like this is gonna like this is one of those ones where like the death is gonna like hurt the world.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But it was so beautifully done. And it's really cool the way AI was able to basically fix, because if you listen to the original, it's rough. Like his vocals are not bad. It's just that there's so much distortion and other stuff in, like he did it in like a carpetless room kind of thing. So like there's just a lot of echo, a lot of like there was so much that in the 90s when they tried to do this, they couldn't do it.
That's fair.
So to see how far technology has come to really be able to do this and also give us this video that's...
I'm glad they got this song out. If this is what they wanted and they intended for it to be released like that. Mm-hmm. I'm so happy that they got it.
I think this shot to number one. Like I think this ended up on Spotify. Like
I'm sure.
Like it's.
Look, man, no matter how much music changes over the years, if it's more rock, more rap, more pop, more K-pop, you know how everything changes. Certain things are just always like there will always be a spot for the Beatles. You know. They are bigger than life. They really are. They're huge, you know.
Like we live, our music, for the most part, lives from a plate. Like you could trace back to the Beatles in so many different fashions.
We owe a lot musically to the Beatles.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they have their own inspirations, and they found inspiration in other music as well.
And they weren't the only people that like inspire people from the 60s and,
for sure,
and everything like that. But like,
they're one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the bigger ones. Their fingerprints are in a lot of sound that we listen to and appreciate now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got new Beatles.
So weird.
It's so weird.
So weird and so great all at the same time.
Yeah.
Cool video though.
Yeah,
definitely,
it's a really cool
video.
video.
Is definitely worth a rewatch or two.
Yeah, video is beautiful. But like, yeah, when the AI when they pulled like the footage, like, because you not only are you seeing and feeling it yourself, but like you know that like Paul and Ringo are like, you're bringing back 50 years of memories that are all flooding back when they're working on this kind of stuff. So like, yeah, it's definitely weird, but a fantastic song.
Getting better use out of AI for these things.
Yeah.
I mean, I think to the Linkin Park video where that was one of the earlier AI videos, and I just did not like it.
I didn't like it either.
Visually, I didn't like it. The song was fine, but like visually, it wasn't working.
Yeah, I
for
could
me.
live without
like,
it.
And like this is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, it just keeps getting better, and we can keep cleaning up some songs as long as they're intended to be released.
Yeah, like don't raid like Prince's vault and find something that like he would just like.
No, he was
was
just trying, man. He was just trying something out, and he's like,
it was just like, this is the next Prince hit. It's like, no, don't do that. This was intended as a song.
He pulls that album out just to be like, remember how bad you were that day? Be better than this.
Like this was intended to be a song, and it just never got there because
I wonder if anything else like this exists from the Beatles.
I don't know. I mean, it probably does, but like again, like was it meant to be? Was it meant to see the light of day? So like, I do want to see like stuff like this if it is meant to be there. If it's not meant to be there, don't do it.
Right.
Don't just like don't dig up dead people just for the sake of making $1.
Right.
This felt like a project that they wanted to get done, and they've tried to get it done. And we're now able to do it. So like, this is different.
I agree.
Yeah, that was good. That was cathartic almost.
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
Like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. Catch them out on Capes And Scowls. Catch me out on Campfire Ashes, their podcast. You can find them on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, wherever you find your podcasts.
Yeah.
Links to the original video as well as their merch links on their Patreon will be in the description down below.
I hope we get more.
It would be nice, but like if this is all we get, I'm
happy.
fine with it.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. It was a nice, somber Beatles tune.
Catch you next time.
Bye.